students, I am Latifa Banu. Today we are going to see about multitask catch demonstrator tool. Overview. The simulator provides the capability to model a small size catch on the system that supports multitasking. In most of the model processes Today it is often the multiple processes will need to share the resources of the system. Here we will simulate a cache on the system that supports multiple processes. The processes on the system must be scheduled in some fashion. We will export some of these various scheduling methods later. The basic idea, however, is that generally we would like the processes concurrently being run on the system to share the variable resources. If the system only has one CPU, this means the processes has been to yet the use of the CPU for another process. We call the operations of stopping one process and starting another a context switch. Since these processes are also sharing the cache of the system, it is possible the sum of the blocks request from this second process may be mapped to the same set in the cache as the previous process. If there are no more variable slots in that set, one on the blocks from the previous process will have to be removed according to the replacement algorithm being used. At some point, however, the first process will be allowed to continue there where it is left off. However, the second process has left a footprint in the cache has been replaced. Some of the first processes blocked. Now the first process must incur a penalty while it is reload the blocks it was utilizing before it was removed. We call this penalty the reload transistent. We will now export some of the options the simulator offers and how you can use the tool to simulate what we have discussed about. Options. Then configuring the simulator. The simulator provides many options that the users set the minimized various systems and or scenarios. The cache content is treated as one word 4B per block. After configuration, the available options by pressing the update configuration button, the user can then generate a series of memory accesses for such of the task by pressing the generate memory reference button near the bottom of the form. The table displaying the memory reference generated for each task will be displayed. The user can then press the schedule task button and this series of memory accesses will be ordered or scheduled according to the algorithm chosen in the scheduling mechanism option field. And finally, the step or run button can be used to show the start of the cache at various cycles. The cache will show which task and cooperating block is concurrently occupying a slot, and you will also note that the memory reference will be highlighted bold when a given miss was the result of the reload transition. Directly under the cache is a series of hit or miss or reload transition cells that will change colored based on various. The last cycle result in a hit, miss or reload. Various statistics regarding the cache are displayed at the bottom of the page. Next we can go to options. Cache size. This option specifies the size of the cache in numbers of the blocks. The The cache size must be greater than or equal to slash of set in the cache. Then second one, slash of sets. These options specify the associatively of the cache or simply the numbers of sets that the cache contains. The numbers of sets must be less than or equal of the cache size. Replacement policy. These options allows the availability to set the algorithm that will be used when a given cache block must be replaced due to conflict. First point, the LRU algorithm uses an aging method that will set the age of the blocks in a set according the time they were last assessed. The block that had not been assessed in the largest amount of time will be replaced. Second point, the FIFO algorithm will replace the blocks that was added to the set first. Third point, the RAND algorithm will replace a random block from the set. Scheduling mechanism. This option allows the availability to set the algorithm that will be used when scheduling the task and their corresponding memory request. It is assumed at time 0 that all the generated memory request or waiting to be serviced. A memory reference is assumed to use once times CLIs. First point, the FIFO first in first out scheduling mechanism will order the task and all the memory reference is the sequentially order as it will be assumed the task made it request first followed by task B, etc. Second point, the round robin scheduling algorithm accepts to describe the processing time equality among all processes. It will allow a given task to run until its times alias has expired, wherever by the process will be preempted and the next task will be allotted to run for the same time alias. Third point, the priority based scheduling algorithm allows the user to assign a priority to each of the various tasks. The task with the highest priority will be scheduled first by round robin. First, but the round robin algorithm will be used in cases where two tasks has been same priority. Next, CPU times slice. Specify the amount of memory accesses a task can make before it must yield to another task. Note that this does not apply to the FIFO scheduling mechanism. Next, use random access sequence. Specify that the random series of memory reference should be made based. The other choice is to type in the block request for each task and each reference by hand. If this block is unchecked and you press the uh, generate memory reference gender memory reference button, you will notice that the typical table for task and their corresponding memory request is drawn. The box will be blank and should all the filled in before processing. Next, locality probability. This option accepts to constrain the range of blocks requests that can be generated by each task and provide a reasonable simulation to the principles of loyalty. The higher the probability you choose, the greater a change that it is blocked that was previously requested by the given task will be requested again. Then next point, slash of task. This option defines the numbers of tasks to be used for the simulation. Next, priority. This option allows the user to assign a priority to each task. The same priority may be assigned to multiple tasks. Next point, allow more than 35 memory reference. This option must be set if you wish to set one or more task numbers of memory reference option to a value higher than 35. The reason for this because depending on how fast your machine is if you were to run a simulation with the 26 tasks, each of which made 99 memory reference, then the simulations could take some time to complete. Then next, numbers of memory reference. This option allows you to This option allows you to define how many memory requests you would like each of the given task to be used to be in the simulator to make. You will note that the task name and it is corresponding color. Next point, clock options allows control over the numbers of cycles that are run open each press of the step or run button. This option can be changed as many times as one wishes throughout the course of the simulation. Thank you.